An emergency blood crisis. The American Red Cross says it's in dire need of donations. News 10 NBC's Garrett Chan joins us live now from East Avenue. And Garrett, you talked with the Red Cross about how it could impact us. How about our local hospitals?
Speaking of hospital leaders from Rochester Regional, they say the crisis is not impacting them right now and that their blood inventory is currently stable, but it could also change at any moment, and the effects of reduced donations can impact hospitals a few weeks down the line. Now, Dr. Roberto Vargas, who is the Executive Medical Director for Pathology and Laboratory Medicine at Rochester Regional, says managing blood supply is a dynamic process because blood has a limited shelf life. It can look good today, but it may not be the case a month from now. In terms of what happens when the hospital system reaches a real shortage?
Once we get to a real shortage, then it becomes a really precious commodity, and we try to look for other sources, and we talk about other options and how we can reduce our use and maybe use other things for expanding volume as opposed to red cells, how to manage anemia in a more conservative way. So we have procedures and protocols on how to deal with shortages, but we always try to avoid having to use them.
This is the second time the Red Cross has declared a blood shortage crisis. The first was back in 2022. Dr. Vargas tells me it was able to weather the shortage by managing its inventory across its entire health system each morning and looking at its OR and cancer center schedule to see how many appointments they could fulfill. Now, Dr. Vargas says how long the blood emergency crisis will ultimately last will depend on how many people come out and donate blood. He said Rochester Regional will be monitoring the situation of the American Red Cross over the next few weeks. Live in Rochester, Garrett Chan, News 10 NBC.
All right, Garrett, thank you very much. There are several areas across Rochester where you can donate blood. You can find a link to donation centers and a link to upcoming community blood drives in this story on our homepage at WHEC.com.